Good morning family and welcome back to Chris RD Gymnastic Music and Sports Channel. At ngayon, sabay-sabay nating panoorin ang top 3 historical winning medal performances sa vault sa naganap na European Championships Munich 2022. The last third major continental championships with the first two Asian Championship 2022 and Pan American Championship 2022 Artistic Gymnastics, and compared their performances with Carlos Yulo routines in preparations for the upcoming World Championship in Artistic Gymnastics 2022 Liverpool, England this October. Please do not forget to subscribe and like to this channel, and please do not forget to comment down below your observations to the top 3 vault medalists in European Championship against Carlos Yulo performance. Thank you and much appreciated.
Now we have Igor Radivilov, the reigning European champion, just to get into the mix and make this even more fascinating. And like after Davtyan, who's just performed, an Olympic medalist on vault.
Capable of greatness as well. Also a wonderful Dragulescu. One of the great masters of this vault. A man who is so good at it that he once trained something even harder. And ever since he has done that, he has made the Dragulescu look easy. Really clean. Note that his legs are almost together in the air.
The only real differentiating factor between him and Davtyan is that sense of Davtyan floating to the ground and Radivilov having a very slightly jarred landing. It's not a great deal, is it?
No, and he does a good job to minimize the deduction that he takes for that landing.
14.833 is the score for Radivilov, exactly as he performed in qualification. Should say reigning two-time European champion, who won the title in 2020 as well. He's certainly got a good chance of getting onto the podium here with Andrew Frey in third position on 14.5. Good vaulting from Radivilov. He's up there. He's certainly up there. And my goodness, when you think about what this individual has endured of late, the man from Mariupol, what his world has become, to do that, superb.
He has been living and training in Germany. And here he is prepared for this European Championships. He is prepared to do this second vault. Sugahara double pike, a vault that has been mostly reliable for him in the past, but not always. Today, it was right on.
3 points to beat Igor Radivilov. Instrument 14,988 sind zu schlagen jetzt von Igor Radivilov, an Position 1 zu kommen.
What a fascinating looking podium this is shaping up to be. 14.966 for Radivilov. 14.899 average. He goes into the bronze medal position, meaning the top performer in qualification. Now he will not have the difficulty of Jarman, but the execution is usually terrific.
First vault, Dragulescu. Wow, so beautiful!
It is balletic vaulting, isn't it, from Davtyan. And he always manages to stroll away from the vaulting table like he's just picked up the newspaper from the doorstep on a Sunday morning. Effortless looking.
It's fantastic in the air, but it's the landing that is just the most stunning facet of this already stunning vault. Perfect position, his chest isn't too low, and that's a stick. We don't see many of those on vault these days.
As we often say, he's one of the few who never drags a Dragulescu. 15.066. Excellent score. Close to qualification.
So far, difficulty-wise, he is level with Jake Jarman. This vault also out of a 5.6, so he loses 4/10. But let's see how he executes it. Completely different vault, but usually no less beautiful.
Now this is going to be fascinating to see. There's a little landing adjustment from Artur Davtyan, but his overall execution of the vault was majestic. He will be sacrificing a little difficulty to Jake Jarman, who is currently in the lead on a score just shy of 15. Davtyan just above 15 for his first vault.
Handspring front layout with 2.5 twists, known as the handspring Randy. And look at the legs glued together in the air. Look at the straight body position. There's no piking at all. There's the smallest of hops, but that probably costs him a mere tenth.
This is going to be very tight. 14.9 for Artur Davtyan. Now hang on a moment, because that means that he's got exactly the same score as Jake Jarman, 14.983, but Jarman remains in the lead. Single highest scoring vault, 14.983 for Jake Jarman. Same average as Artur Davtyan, but he's in the lead. Now we go to Jake Jarman. Come in for Gianni Regini Moran, and he has real potential from a difficulty standpoint. This is a gymnast who's the reigning Commonwealth Games vault champion. An unexpected chance for him here.
His first vault should be the Dragulescu, handspring double front half out.
Indeed it is. Again landing adjustment from Jake Jarman, but with a big vault we expect to come.
Terrific mechanics to this vault. His push off the table is excellent. Height and distance, plenty of time to open out his body after the half twist. Yes, he takes at least 3/10 of a point on the landing, but in terms of body position in the air, this is the best that we've seen. Really just drops out of the sky. So impressive.
The score is 14.766, down by 2/10 from qualification. Now, can he improve, down by 1/10 from qualification, with this second vault, the Yonikura vault that he did in qualification, which he didn't manage to land cleanly?
He missed it in qualification, but he threw it in the team final, and then he did manage to land it, and it was fabulous.
We know he can do this. What's he attempting?
There it is.
Now that has suddenly put Jake Jarman into the vault picture. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
We weren't expecting him to even be in the final. He might be in play.
And yet this is a twist more, a whole 360-degree turn more than what we have seen from so many others on this vault all week. Kasamatsu with 2.5 twists. And amazing, he does not put his legs into the helicopter position. Sometimes gymnasts twist their legs one over the other to help them twist. His position is phenomenal.
50 years after the great Kasamatsu won a team title here, an evolution of his great vault scores Jake Jarman 15.2 and moves him into the gold medal position with 14.983. And there we see the direction in which the sport goes.
Gewinner der Bronzemedaille für die Ukraine, Igor Radivilov.
For Igor Radivilov, against an unspeakable backdrop, against a time in his life that only he could possibly describe. Unimaginable circumstances, and yet another extraordinary accomplishment for this man from Mariupol. A 26th medal at a major championships and multi-sport games. The gentleman who finishes one place above him, ARMANIA Davtyan, the Olympic bronze medalist. And in the narrowest of separation
Gold
criteria.
medalist and European champion, Great Britain, Gewinner der Goldmedaille und Europameister für Großbritannien, Jarman.
Nothing stops Jake Jarman, not even not qualifying for the vault final. He came in as a late replacement after initially missing out in the 2 per country rule. Well, how about the first from your country rule? The first ever British man to win the European Championship vault title, Jake Jarman. He stuck the vault, but he didn't manage to land in qualification. It's transformed everything. It's made him a European vault champion. His second gold medal of these European Championships. You know what? He's not had a bad summer, has Jake Jarman. All this after 4 Commonwealth Games gold medals for Team England. It's a lot to get his teeth into. He certainly hasn't bitten off more than he can chew, though. That is clear.
The national anthem.
And we'll now hear the national anthem of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Die Nationalhymne von Großbritannien.
The 1745 national anthem of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, initially written as God Save the King and known for obvious reasons since 1952 as God Save the Queen, played